In April, I planted small tomatoes from the store into the soil. After sprouting, I nurtured one, and 3 months later, I harvested 11 bunches. I didn't discard leftover seedlings from the pots and planted them in the ground. After the last video, millions of viewers urged me to show the follow-up on the small tomatoes. Since the yield from the pots was good, some viewers doubted it was real. However, the yield is indeed high. I selected 6 seedlings, enough to feed a family. A month after planting, by early June, the small tomatoes had grown over 20 centimeters tall. It's much lusher now. Flowers bloom under the branches and the foliage is dense, with several side branches. I quickly pruned all side branches because tomatoes need them removed below the flowers to yield more fruit. I also pulled out the weeds around them. As they entered the flowering and fruiting stage, I applied high phosphorus and potassium fertilizer to the cherry tomatoes, as these nutrients boost flowering and fruiting. A month later, by early July, the cherry tomatoes had grown over a meter tall. I set up support for them, and in just a month, they started producing. There are quite a few clusters, with one even having dozens of fruits. I can't imagine how tasty they'll be when ripe, and they need no attention outdoors. I helped with pollination, and there were many flowers. Time flew to late July, and from right to left, clusters of cherry tomatoes began turning red. Some were just starting to change color, and looking left was delightful. Another row showed an astonishing yield, full and abundant, with each plant very productive. To sweeten the fruit, I added some organic fertilizer to the seedlings. Unexpectedly, it rained heavily that night, and 2 days later, the first batch of cherry tomatoes was ripe and ready for harvest, so I quickly picked them. I plan to taste the first batch of cherry tomatoes in clusters, even if some aren't ripe yet. After washing them well, I picked one, and it's bright red. I tried it, and it's crisp, sweet, and juicy, though the skin's a bit thick. By early August, and then quickly by late August, the cherry tomatoes ripened into a large patch. Before this, I'd already enjoyed several meals with them. August also marked the start of a long rainy season, so I decided to harvest all the ripe ones. I picked the fully ripe clusters, and later it was easier to just pluck them directly. The joy of this harvest is real. I didn't think the cherry tomatoes I bought would be so fruitful. From 6 plants, I gathered 2 baskets. I'm leaving the unripe ones for now, as I can keep picking and eating them until frost arrives. These cherry tomatoes are more than enough for me. Along with another tomato variety, I picked 4 pots in total, which means I've almost reached tomato freedom.